XRP is about to take a complete turnaround. This coin will ultimately take the top spot in a matter of minutes and will likely happen overnight. Without a doubt, everyone has been waiting for this moment, but now it's up on the horizon. XRP has had a rough time in the last couple of minutes, but it's all about to end. We will be discussing what will happen in this video and so much more. So pop some popcorn and don't touch that dial. Let's get started, shall we? Hello there and welcome to MoneySide. If you're new here, hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you get updates when we drop new videos. To my MoneySide family, welcome back. Appreciate you. Don't forget to hit the like button if you enjoyed this video. We are getting closer and we are about to make millions of cash from XRP. This coin will go to the moon the minute this case by the SEC is settled. Jeremy Hogan, a renowned lawyer who's been following up on what's happening with the XRP versus SEC lawsuit, he suggests that we might be close to the end of this case because chances are both parties are working on a settlement that will happen soon. Another tweet that caught our attention is this one by Baba Cugs. The tweet states, "Who is ready to see a bunch of people A, pretend like they knew Riddlers were real, B, pretend they owned XRP this entire time, C, exaggerate the size of their XRP bags? Enjoy the show, you'll like what happens next." Currently, so many people are waiting for the bullish trend to happen before they can even enter into the trade. But that shouldn't be the case. You will have already lost a lot from waiting out on the bullish trend to appear before investing. The best time to start trading is now, when the currency is still at its initial stages. That's before it goes bullish. Unfortunately, when this coin starts to move up, many people will claim they are ripplers and believed in the coin from the beginning. Some of them will even pretend they have XRPs, while in the real sense, they only bought in once the coin started going bullish. XRP is the currency of the century, and so many factors tell us that. Ripple has been making partnerships with influencing players from all over the world. The company went above and beyond to ensure they are always working within the confines of the law. But the SEC seems to have some hidden agenda, and that's why this court case was absurd from the get-go. We all believe there's something that the SEC is trying to do that we've not discovered yet. That is why they don't want to release the documents containing how they came up with a concept that Bitcoin and Ethereum are not securities. Either way, Ripple hasn't stopped for anyone, and the company continues to solidify its future. With that in mind, Ripple even posted their recent market report. Ripple publishes the quarterly XRP markets report to voluntarily provide transparency and regular updates on the company's views on the state of crypto, generally including the XRP market, such as quarterly sales updates, relevant XRP-related announcements, and commentary on previous quarter market developments. As an XRP holder, Ripple believes proactive communication and transparency are part of being a responsible stakeholder. Moreover, Ripple urges others in the industry to build trust, foster open communication, and raise the bar industry-wide. There was no shortage of events that were reported to contribute to market volatility in the second quarter, notably ransomware attacks, environmental concerns, Elon Musk's tweets, and regulatory scrutiny, among others. The second quarter of 2021 saw significant increases in crypto market capitalization, followed by a steady decrease. During the larger market period, which lasted 396 days, February 2020 to April 2021, total crypto market capitalization increased 15-fold. However, beginning April 22nd, prices eventually decreased by over 20%. Some countries took sweeping action, firmly supporting or denouncing the use of cryptocurrencies. On one hand, El Salvador passed a law making Bitcoin legal tender, making it the first country to do so. Chinese regulators, on the other hand, reportedly shut down mining operations across the country, citing concerns over environmental impact and tightened restrictions on financial institutions from providing crypto-related services. These actions resulted in a drop in hash rate and increased bearish sentiment. Although the jury is still out on whether the price follows hash rate or hash rate follows price, there is correlation between the two. During the most recent bear market, Bitcoin's hash rate dropped 50% from its highs, which correlated to the decrease in Bitcoin price over the period. Finally, markets were also impacted by growing fears of inflation. Just in June, the U.S. Consumer Price Index increased 5.4%, which was the biggest monthly gain since August 2008. And that's not all. Ripple also gave its audience an update on what is currently happening in the court and the state of regulatory clarity. In this article, Ripple states last quarter the UK Financial Conduct Authority extended its end date of a temporary licensing regime for existing crypto businesses to March 2022. The extension allows crypto firms to operate while the regulator continues to assess and approve applications. Similarly, several top crypto players have been operating under a grace period in Singapore, while license applications are being processed under a clear licensing regime through the Monetary Authority of Singapore. Meanwhile, in the U.S., many pointed out the need for consumer protection and clarity to drive healthy markets, but regulators continued to fail to provide clear guidance for market participants as the popularity for cryptocurrencies skyrocketed. The case is in the discovery phase on the SEC v. Ripple lawsuit. The process of exchanging information, including documents and taking deposition testimony. Fact discovery is currently scheduled to be completed on August 31st, followed by expert discovery, which is scheduled to close on October 15th, 2021. Ripple opposed the SEC's request to extend these dates 60 days from the original deadlines, and will continue to do everything it can to move the case along as expeditiously as possible. The court agreed for the third time that Ripple is entitled to certain internal SEC documents. The court denied the SEC's request that it be granted access to Ripple's privileged communications with its attorneys. The court found that the proper focus of Ripple's fair notice defense is on the SEC's failure to provide fair notice to the market about the commissioner's state of mind as to whether XRP qualified as a security. The judge's full opinion can be found here. Another piece of this article is the future of XRP and tokenization. Ripple says a tokenized future, the widespread use of digital assets to represent ownership of assets on a blockchain, or tokenization, is transforming how people buy, sell, track, and manage assets of all kinds, from art and real estate to intellectual property, equities, and supply chain goods. With over 5,000 tokens issued since its inception, the XRP ledger was designed with a decentralized exchange and characteristics to handle all types of currencies or assets efficiently, sustainably, and at a low cost. Ripple announced its investment in Mintable, a NFT marketplace that allows users to seamlessly create, buy, and sell digital items using fiat or cryptocurrency. NFTs have the long-term potential to accelerate the creator economy, inspire new business models, and open access to broader participation in the modern financial system. The gaming industry is ahead of the curve. In 2020 alone, gaming saw consumers spend a collective $54 billion on virtual goods to own, trade, and sell. And this is only the beginning. With plans for XRP ledger integration, Mintable is unlocking mass consumer adoption of crypto and allowing potentially billions of NFTs to be minted, bought, and transferred in a sustainable, cost-effective way. In addition, RippleX proposed functionality that would provide enhanced NFT support on the XRP ledger at lower cost and allow developers to leverage auction functionality on its decentralized exchange. As Europe continues to be a key market, Ripple announced its appointment of Cindy Young as Managing Director of Europe. A quarter of Ripple's current customers are based in Europe, and year-to-date, European ODL transactions grew by 250% in comparison to 2020, making up over 40% of all ODL transactions year-to-date. In addition, APAC continues to trend positively with the announcement of Novati's use of ODL for instant cross-border payment focused on remittances between Australia and the Philippines through the country's largest non-bank Filipino-owned remittance service provider, iRemit. This coin's future is written in stone, and no one will stop XRP from reaching the top, not even the SEC. That said, this is your time to make more than $1 million from the crypto market through XRP. So, stock up on XRP, and let's wait for its bullish trend. Now, let's take a look at the technical, guys. We are looking at the daily perspective. Ripple is expanding its popular on-demand liquidity services in the Asia-Pacific region with the launch of the first ever live ODL in Japan. Japan is Ripple's biggest market for remittance business, and its RippleNet technology is quite popular in the region. VODL services play a key part in the RippleNet adoption, as it allows for cheap and fast cross-border transactions using XRP liquidity. Ripple targets a $1.8 billion Filipino remittance corridor because every year the foreign nationals send money back home using traditional foreign exchange and money transfer services. Ripple is currently battling out the key lawsuit filed by the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission that had hampered its business in the U.S. However, it continues to forge new partnerships in Asia-Pacific region, especially Japan. On a logarithmic daily chart, XRP is moving in an ascending channel. At the moment, the price has approached the resistance zone. Further growth is expected when 80 cents are broken and the price is consolidated above. As always, trade with care, guys. Please keep in mind we're not a licensed financial advisor. All videos on this channel are intended for entertainment purposes only. Tell us what you think in the comment section below, and let's have a conversation. Thank you as always for watching. Don't forget to like this video and to click on the subscribe button below. Turn on notifications so you get informed whenever we post our amazing content. Thank you again, and I'll look forward to seeing you in our next video.